What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Double A Hef here. So, about a month ago, I did a video pertaining to the whole, people was asking me. Some people were just straight out calling me a red pill, manosphere, Mgtow guy, whatever. Well, actually, they were doing that before a month ago. They've been doing that for a while. So I finally got around to making a video about it a month ago, where I pretty much was like, I'm not that, because there's this new like, I'm not sure if it's new or if they'd call it new, but the whole push with the MGTOW, red pill, manosphere, all that stuff is kind of like in vogue now. So yeah, people were asking me, and I had to let them know, like, no, I'm not. And then I'm in that video. I pointed out the reasons why I'm not, and then I pointed out many of the things that I've heard that lead men to join those types of groups, if you will. So obviously, because in every video I make, I get people all up in the comments, which again, I don't mind. We can have conversations in the comments, but it was interesting because a MGTOW guy, and I'm not making assumptions here. His name, his YouTube name is I think it's like Dave or David Mgtow, whatever. You can go look at the video, look at the comments. Like Mgtow is in his name. So then obviously this Mgtow dude came all over my comments with all that emotion, and I'm sitting there thinking like, I just did like a 20-minute video, and I was pretty much explaining how a lot of these MGTOW dudes are like broken and battered men, and then that's why they resort to this nonsense. And they lead with their emotions, and then this guy comes all up in my comments with his emotions. So I was thinking about making a video on that, like just addressing him and the bullshit that he was saying, and how like literally it is not helping men. Okay, MGTOW, it is not helping men as a whole. Now, are there aspects of it, maybe some principles that might be beneficial to some brothers out there? Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure that there may be some. But as a whole, that shit is not for you. Okay, and I'm mainly talking to the quote unquote black man. I mean, obviously I do get all types of different demographics that watch my videos, but obviously my channel is mainly for quote unquote black men, because we need the most help. So with that being said, I was on YouTube one day, and then this video popped up in like the we think you might like it. And yeah, no, YouTube was right about that, because I watched the video and I'm like, you know what, instead of making a video addressing what that dude was talking about, I'm gonna make this video, because this dude is a MGTOW dude, and then he comes up on Jesse's show talking all this, like literally. Please watch this video and then go back and watch what I said about them before, and then you're like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. And obviously I'm going to be echoing a lot of the sentiments, because what I'm trying to do here is explain to brothers that is not the way. MGTOW, red pill, manosphere, all that shit is not the way. Okay, you don't have to try to put women down or denigrate women to get what you want, or looking for out of life. And that's coming from someone who constantly gets called a misogynist. I get called a misogynist at least twice a day, every day. So trust me when I tell you, and I'm not a misogynist. I'm not saying that because I am one. I'm saying that because that is what women like to label me as. And some simple ass men like to do that too. But I'm not a misogynist. I'm not telling anyone to be a misogynist. All I'm saying is you don't have to put women down or denigrate them to get what you want. All you need to do is know the nature of the woman. Real simple. Real simple. Know the nature of the woman. Well, first and foremost, know who you are. Okay? Know the nature of yourself. All right? Figure out who you are. Praise yourself. You should be doing that every day. Figure out what value you have. And obviously, every day you should be trying to, accrue more and more, or garner more and more, value for yourself and for your family, right? And through whatever it may be. I don't know what y'all brothers is doing out there. Hopefully, you're doing something that is hold on, baby's crying. All right, so sorry about that. Lost my train of thought. Let me play this video, and I'm sure it'll come back.
A broken family. My parents got.
Hold on.
Yes. Hello. Is this the one and only Jesse Lee Peterson?
Welcome. Yes, sir.
Wow, it's amazing to speak with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yes.
And like you said, yeah, first time caller, long time listener. I got a quick question for you. So I'm a Mgtow guy. Have you ever heard of Mgtow, Jesse?
Tell the folks what it is.
Sure.
I have heard of, but you tell the people what it is.
Sure, I'm happy to. Mgtow is an acronym. It stands for Men Going Their Own Way.
And how old are you?
I'm 37.
And what does it mean, going your own way?
Essentially, there's two major tenets that buttress Mgtow, and that is the first one is you swear off marriage, and then the second one is you swear off cohabitation with women. So no living with women.
Look, so from his mouth to your ears, first off, you swear off marriage. Now, is marriage for everybody? No, it's definitely not. So do some dudes need to be married? No, hell no. Some women, no, hell no. So, I get that, but to just swear off marriage for the sake of what exactly? What exactly? Now, again, this isn't like some religious doctrine, where you take a vow of celibacy. You're swearing off marriage for what exactly? To hold some kind of control over women, because you're not married to them. Okay, I could get that a little bit, because obviously when men marry women, especially in this society, you do forfeit some control. I mean, in this society right now, anyway, you kind of already started out forfeiting control, because no matter what the woman says, usurps pretty much what a man says today anyway. So, but to make a blanket statement about, I'm just going to swear off marriage, like, you don't know who you're going to meet, when you're going to meet them, and what's that going to do for you. The Most High works in mysterious ways. You know what I'm saying? He'll send you something, and then if you're just like, oh, I'm swearing off marriage for some dumb shit, then you know what, you're gonna wind up being miserable for the rest of your life. Okay, because that's not how it's supposed to go. And like the scripture said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. So if you're swearing off marriage, then you're literally robbing yourself of a good thing. You know what I mean? So, and do I get it? Yes. Are some women batshit crazy? Yes, but that is not for you to say, oh, now I'm just going to be swearing off marriage. Like, no, that's some bitch ass weak shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that tells me that you don't have the mental fortitude to be able to, figure out who these women are and then put them in the proper category. Like, you don't want to do the legwork. You just want to be like, oh man, well, she touched my dick and made my dick hard. Now I love her. So, and I want to marry her. She's the best. I'm like, you know what? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, she's a concubine. She has that same effect on many men. So, that's a poor reflection on you. And that's another thing that I'm going to be making some videos on. Like, as a man, dude, most things that come into your life is a reflection of you. I'm laughing, but it's very serious. It's like all right, for example, you want to swear off women. All right, now my thoughts on you are, again, like I said, you are mentally weak, because you don't know how to appraise women and put them in their proper category. Not all women are wife material. Okay, not all dudes are husband material. But it's up to us we have to be able to figure out who the hell we're dealing with. Okay, and obviously in a timely manner. And when people show you who they are, believe it. Okay, because that's another thing. A lot of you brothers, these bitches be showing you exactly who the hell they are, and you be like, oh nah, well, she be acting up sometimes. Like, no, nigga, that is who the fuck she is. Okay, that's what the fuck she does. So you get that bitch pregnant if you want to, but hold on. And the second tenet he said was you can't cohabitate with a woman. So look, I'll tell you this first and foremost. The first one, swear off marriage. The second one, don't cohabitate with a woman. Dude, you shouldn't be cohabitating with a woman unless you are, obviously seriously dating her and or married. Period. So if you're not, if so, the latter part, married, you Mgtow niggas, you don't got to worry about that apparently. So then the first part, unless you're seriously dating them. So I don't understand how that can even be a tenet. Don't cohabitate. Like no man should be cohabitating with a woman that he is not your wife, or obviously like your mother, or maybe your grandmother. Depending on how you was raised or where you living at, or like your home situation. Some brothers out there live with their aunts or whatever. Obviously, those are the exceptions. Okay, I'm not talking about the exceptions right now. I'm talking about speaking generally. Generally speaking, no man should be living with a woman that's not his wife or a woman that he's seriously dating. Okay? If you're living with like, oh, that's my roommate, look, man, nah. Nah. If that's the case, first and foremost, red alert, you're probably a simp. And when I say probably, I mean you are. You are a simp. Okay? If you got a female roommate and you're not clapping, you're definitely a simp. Because again, think about it. If she's a concubine, your roommate, right? So then she's getting clapped. So why are you living with a chick that's getting clapped? You're just bringing chaos literally into your fucking house. Okay? You shouldn't need a woman to be your roommate. Okay? You should have your own shit. And I've made videos about that before in the past. But you see how literally there's step by step everywhere. Like as I kind of like go on these little rants, I can always tie it right back to proper order. And the order is, as a man, you shouldn't be cohabitating with a woman that's not your wife, one, or that you're not seriously dating, to obviously grooming to be your wife. And then if you are, you're a simp, because one, you shouldn't be living with a woman, because if she's a wife material woman, then she should not be having you as a roommate, because her boyfriend should not, if he's a man, he should not be cool with that, one. Two, if she's not a wife material woman and she's a concubine, you are literally inviting chaos into your house, because that is all a concubine is going to do. Okay? And say you're not clapping those cheeks, then you're definitely a simp. And if you are clapping those cheeks, you're still a simp, but you're worse off, because now you're probably gonna get your feelings and emotions involved, or at the very least, she's gonna get her feelings and emotions involved, and then you know what's gonna come from that? Some kind of deadly love triangle. And I'm not joking. Okay, I watch enough true crime shit to know that's the recipe for disaster. So I hope y'all with me there, right? So off the rip, these tenants are like, come on.
And no marrying women.
Why did you make that decision?
Well, frankly, I come from a broken family.
You don't say. You don't say. And again, I'm not trying to make fun of the brother or most dudes that fall into that category, because a lot of them, and I said this in my video before, a lot of them they are broken, battered men, whether they got done dirty their whole life growing up by girls, or they come from broken families where they got mommy daddy issues, or mommy or daddy issues. And that's what happens, So it's not. I'm not trying to make fun of that, because that's unfortunate, but that further establishes one of the main points that I speak about, which is, as a man, everything falls on you. You have to, as a father, you have to choose your wife carefully, all right, and then you have to, when you get her pregnant, you have to have a plan for her, the baby, and all this other stuff. And I don't mean everything out to the freaking finest grain detail. No, obviously you don't gotta do all that, but I mean have a general plan on where you want to live, what where you want your child to go to school, all the schools, obviously, not just freaking pre-K or kindergarten, and then what you want that kid to do for the rest of their life. Like you should be picking out what they want, what they're gonna do. Okay, because I said it before, and I'll say it again. If you don't, someone else will. That's just how it works. If you don't, someone else will. Whether it's a friend from school, or someone that they look up to who's a bad role model, or someone on TV. Someone's going to. So it should be you. You know what I mean? Like I always say, when shit happens, it's either you or me, and it ain't gonna be me. But when it pertains to your kids, it's either going to be you or the streets, and it ain't going to be the streets, okay? So you got to, put it in their mind, because like I said, if not, someone else will.
My parents got divorced when I was 6 years old, and it was very traumatic. It was very unpleasant, you could say. And I saw firsthand what it's like when a marriage can go sideways. And I saw how it destroyed my father, both emotionally and financially. And of course, I want to avoid that destruction in my life.
So you have decided never to get married?
Yeah, and that's sort of why I was calling in. I was wondering if you could chime in on that. Do you think that that's
Well, allow me to chime in on that. You sound like a goddamn moron, all right? And you sound like a big ass simp. You know, no disrespect, but that's just how it sounds. You're 37 years old, all right? You swore off marriage and cohabitation with women. So you're gonna be single and lonely for the rest of your life. Oh, I'm pretty sure you know that lonely void is probably being filled right now by the other Mgtow brothers. I mean, it's funny though because actually when I was going back and forth with that one dude the other day on the other video, he was saying how I'm supposed to be in solidarity with my fellow man and shit like that. And I'm like, no, hell no, that's not how this shit work. If y'all niggas out here doing some dumb shit, I'm gonna let y'all know. Okay, I'm in solidarity with the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like the truth. Let the truth ring. Okay. Fuck that. Oh, just because I'm a man, solidarity. No, brother, because what that is fucking feminism wrapped up in a man. So that's what all Mgtow is literally male feminists, but they're not feminists. They're masculinist or whatever the hell you want to call it. But that's what it is. So it's like, oh, women to get all this and they get all this. So we're gonna do this and these are gonna be our tenants. And you sound like a bunch of bitches. And no disrespect, because I know there's a lot of Mgtow brothers out there, and again, like I said, are there some good aspects of it? I'm sure. But as a whole, hell the fuck no. Okay? And I know a lot of them probably going to watch this video because the tags I'm going to put on it. And I want y'all to watch this video because y'all niggas need to wake the fuck up. Like, nah. So, yes, let me fill you in, whatever this dude's name is. You sound pathetic. Okay? You sound pathetic. You're 37 years old, again, unmarried. I don't think you got no kids. You didn't say that, if you did or not. And you call him Jesse Lee Peterson show whining about the divorce that happened when you were 6 years old. That sounds to me like you need to go speak to a shrink. Okay? You need to speak to a shrink. And actually, it sounds like you needed to do it a long time ago. All right? That's my perspective on this shit. And, hopefully you can get your life together because the way it's going, you sound real simpish, man. Like a mark. Like people can get you to do whatever the fuck they want to do. I guarantee you this nigga still getting played by bitches to this day. Guarantee you. Just by the way he's talking, just like his whole demeanor. I guarantee you, even with all that Mgtow shit, he still finds a way to get played by women. Guarantee.
A good idea, especially based on like our current, with things like the current legal framework with VAWA, Violence Against Women Act, the Duluth model of domestic violence. We live in, I believe, Mgtow believe, we live in an era where
see that correction he just did right there. He said, "I believe," and then he corrected himself and said, "Mgtow believes," and that's part of the problem. You're part of a cult, nigga. Like you're supposed to like, as a man. Okay, now this is a little side rant. I know this video is full of side rants, but this is a big one right here. As a man, you need to instill the words "I think" into your active vocabulary. And by doing so, you know what will happen? You will begin to think. So if you say, well, I feel like all the goddamn time. You know what you doing, nigga? You are dead ass going off your feelings. You're going off your emotions, man. Okay? And you need to stop that. Start using your fucking brain. Okay? Correct that I feel with I think. Because then when you start saying I think, you're actually you're gonna think. You're gonna think about the shit that's coming out of your fucking mouth. Okay? So as a man, stop with the I feel, I believe, Mgtow feels or believes. No. Speak about what the fuck you think. All right? And stand on that. And obviously you can be corrected in your thoughts. We get new information every day. Perspective changes all the time. And with that being the case, you can change what you think. Well, obviously, once you get new information, and that's fine. Okay, I'm not sitting here telling you to be a stick in the mud and unchanged by anything. No, obviously, we have to be open to adaptation. Okay, but again, I cannot emphasize this enough. Starting today, henceforth, Take I feel out of your goddamn vocabulary and replace it with I think, and start thinking. Start thinking for yourself. Okay, start thinking for yourself. Okay, it's fine to watch YouTube videos like mine, other YouTube videos. There's a lot of great YouTubers out there that produce a whole bunch of great content. Okay, and it's fine to listen to them. You know, it's fine to listen to me, but don't just take everything that I go off of and say, okay, well, this is what we're gonna. Nah, man, you gotta think. You know what I'm saying? Take what the hell I'm saying, and hold it up. You know what I'm saying, and see how long it stands, and then think. I'm trying to give y'all the power, man. I'm trying to give y'all brothers the power. Okay, and the power is inside of all of you. You just gotta figure out how to fucking unlock that shit.
Men have essentially become legislated into second-class status.
But what is it about you that decided
So that point he just said, I'm gonna run it. He said men have been relegated to second class status. Now, yes, there's some validity to that, because obviously right now we live in the feminist era, the neoliberal, the neo-feminist era, LGBTQ era, all of this shit, the trans, all of this. You know what I'm saying? So he said second class citizens. Man, nah, nigga, the quote unquote black man is not even second class. He's like third class, fourth class. You know what I'm saying? He not even on a plane. Okay, this nigga's, he not on a plane. He not on a bus. He not even in the car trying to get to the destination. This nigga is riding a bike with a flat tire. Better yet, he got 2 flat tires trying to ride a bike. Trying to catch up to the rest of y'all. And I'm not sitting here trying to reinforce the victim mentality, because y'all already know that is not what I'm about. But I'm just sitting here saying, when it comes to society right now and whose word matters the most, man, look, if you're a quote unquote LGBTQ, especially if you're a quote unquote minority LGBTQ, oh my God, you say anything right now, and then you got the whole army behind you. Like, look at Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? So like, nah, what he's saying, there's validity to it. But even still, that doesn't mean go jump off the fucking deep end and swear off marriage and fucking cohabitation with women. Oh God!
individual male to just give up?
Slated into second-class status.
But what is it about you that decided as an individual male to just give up? What does that feel like?
Yeah, right. I mean, that is you could classify it that way. Yeah, so I'm 37 now. The last time I dated, I was 30. I was 30, and then I dated this young lady until she was 31, or until I was 31, and then we broke up. I haven't dated since. I have. You could say hooked up a couple of times, but
what does that feel like to be an individual male and have given up because of tough times?
You know why I really like Jesse, his interviews and stuff, or like his show, because the way he asks his questions is very just straightforward, and it allows the responder to think about the foolishness that's coming out of their mouth. Because this guy literally just said the last time he had a relationship, he was 31. And he's 37 now, so 6 years ago. And again, just by listening to this guy, you can tell, like, he's not happy. If he was happy, he wouldn't be calling Jesse Lee Peterson show. You know what I mean? So he's looking for some type of validation and help and guidance, whether he's aware of it or not. And this guy Jesse just repeated the question. Because yes, what he has done, he has given up and quit. And that's what all these Mgtow, red pill, manosphere dudes have done. And again, I'm not sitting here telling you that I know everything about Mgtow, red pill, or manosphere, but I do know that they are all linked in one way or another. And again, can I draw the distinguishing lines between the three? No, I can't. Okay, but look, again, this video is mainly about the Mgtow dudes. Now, again, I do know that, again, like I just said, they're linked, but this video mainly, I'm talking about the Mgtow dudes, because obviously the caller is a Mgtow dude, and the dude that was all in my comments a couple weeks ago is a Mgtow dude. So I'm addressing the Mgtow, all right? Because that ain't it, y'all. Okay, that ain't it.
What is it like to be defeated? What does it feel like?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to categorize it that way, but They're
Of course, you don't want to categorize it that way, but let's just be objective for a second. And you swear off marriage and cohabitation with women, basically any serious relationship with women, because, like I said before, you're a battered, broken man, okay, and you don't want to get back on that bike and pedal some more. You just want to give the fuck up, throw in the towel. This guy said he threw in the towel at the age of 31. I'm like around that age group. I don't know how old he is right now. He said 37. So he's not that far away from me in age. Just to be thrown in the goddamn towel, you have to get back on the bike. But hey, you know what? The majority of people that you're gonna meet in your life are losers. So can I sit here and say that I'm shocked by this? No, not at all. Because again, most people in life are losers. This guy's a loser. No disrespect, but that's just what it is. He has a losing mentality. Okay? And I'm sure that there's a lot of losers listening to this video right now. And again, that doesn't make you a bad person. I'm not calling you, you should die and shit like that. Nah, it's just there's winners and there's losers, man. Okay? And this guy's a loser. He has the confidence of a loser.
There's a certain sense of, it's just not worth it anymore.
What does that feel like to be defeated as a male?
Bad, negative. It elicits negative emotions.
What do you mean by that?
I'd say there are feelings of despair. There are feelings of embarrassment. There are feelings of failure. I was raised in like a traditional Catholic home. I went to like a Catholic grammar school, Jesuit Catholic high school. I went to a Jesuit Catholic university, and I was taught that you want to seek out marriage, you want to have children, white picket fence in the suburbs, or and I don't see any of that happening for me now.
So he said that he was taught to seek out marriage and white picket fence and all that stuff. Before Jesse chimes in, let me just say this. People can't tell you what to do in life. You know what I mean? Because again, marriage isn't for everybody. So if he's saying that he was told all that, look, like again, maybe marriage isn't for this dude. But based on how he sounds, he's a simp. So he needs to like reinvent himself and then revisit that topic, and then maybe he might have a change of heart. But so when it comes to you should get married. Do I believe everyone should get married? No, I've said it a couple times in this video already. But not even but also you shouldn't really be seeking it out like that. The Most High will deliver it to you. Because the Most High is the one in charge of creating these wives. Because again, the Most High in the scriptures it says, "He who finds a wife findeth a good thing," right? So a wife is a good thing that needs to be found. Meaning, not all women are wives, or not all women are wife material, and that's in the book itself. So again, we have to take accountability and responsibility for our actions. And if we do a poor job of choosing women, then that is on you.
So rather than give it up because they taught you wrong, you shouldn't.
Actually, hold on. This one is okay. This one is going long. I'm gonna have to do a part 2 for this bad boy.